Salon people and then party them. Sierra Leone Media will be bringing you a variety of programs ranging from documentaries to discussions, interviews, news, views, sports and entertainment. Our programs will contain matters on development, governance, the economy and issues that are of importance to Sierra Leone. So, no left BNO because we get Bebe program then like salon discussion, meets the ministers, the president's hour and the Gladi program, look me, I look you. All this they start soon na www.sierragemedia.org. Now who's tem these?
The total population of Sierra Leone in 2019 was stated approximately at 7.8 million. And the most common cancer reported in 2018 was breast cancer, with an incidence rate of 25.1% and a mortality rate of 19.2%. Ward 2 at the Connaught Hospital, Freetown, is a female surgical ward that cares for patients requiring breast surgery, chemotherapy, and palliative care. General surgery also admits to the ward as see fit. The ward is in need of a significant refurbishment and has a major impact on patient assessment and delivery of treatment, dignity, comfort, and infection control measures. The current ward area presents a significant challenge to infection control. There is no fit for purpose or adequate personal hygiene facilities. The showers and sanitary areas are in poor condition and are difficult to clean. The flooring is deteriorated. Overall deco and fabric of the walls need repair and full decoration. Furniture, cupboards, and shelving require replacement. The sluice, known to be the dirty utility room, is in poor condition and needs replacing. Windows need to be replaced as current windows bring in draughts, dust, debris, mosquitoes, and rodents. There is no designated area to provide a day service for patients receiving chemotherapy. Medical supplies is desperately needed. Therefore, we need a total amount of £15,000, which is equivalent to 195 million leones, for this project. This project will focus on women diagnosed with breast cancer and other non-malignant breast abnormalities requiring one or more of the treatment modalities that are currently available. We will also set up a day unit for the administration of chemotherapy and provide training and development to ensure sustainability. Therefore, I am pleading to all individuals, organizations, and local businesses, and every Sierra Leonean and friends of Sierra Leone to make a meaningful contribution that will never go in vain. Ways to contribute will be seen at the end of this clip. I am Aissata Sisejalo of the Health Show Partnership Program. Remember, your health is your wealth.
Nina Yvonne Akisoya, and 11th May 2021 make me 3 years we are on day in office. I say let I come and tell Freetonians them una boku tenki for way una elect me and una give me this mandate for serve una. But I not just want to tell una thank you for when I elect me, I want to tell una thank you for when I don't work with me and work with the councillors, work with the staff of Freetown City Council, work with so many stakeholders, including the central government, the international partners, the local partners. I want to tell una the Freetonians and thank you, but I want to tell all the other groups and the Boku Boku Tenki. Together, we embark on a journey for Transform Freetown, and in nobody not been say it go easy. We published the plan in January 2019, and then in January 2020, we published our first year report, and then in January 2021, we don't publish with 2-year report. Inside the reports and day, you go able for read in much more detail, waiting we don't achieve. But family them, as I just share today some of the things that really make me heart gladdy pan this walk here. One thing we're really glad about, now the wastewater treatment plant where we don't build na King Tom. This is not the first time ever in the history of Salone for let we get the thing they would come on the toilet. Instead of it just gonna grow na King Tom, it actually go into a plant where they get for separate the solid from the liquid and get for treat them and waiting for come out can go towards manure. It can now be safely, the liquid can now safely be disposed into the waterways. Another practical thing we are so glad for, now this urban farming project, we bring over 300, in fact we start with 300, now we add another 200 women them. We now at them backyard them and in community level, particularly in the deprived communities.
And you can create this, what you give, the okra they come up, they will plant them.
The women they do farming projects where go benefit them picking them for get more nutritious food, but it go also help them for get small thing at the hand as then sell them in the market. And then their nursery school. Family then go no say we've been done open the one at Congo Water Market for make vulnerable women them and then young picking it under the age of 5 get free quality preschool care. And now we dip and build the second one. We do refurbishment upstairs in the Freetown Road Market, and that facility will be open and available to women and men traders inside Freetown Road Market. Tricycles. Well, then tricycle and they not only then they help for keep we city clean, they also they create employment. We don't create so far over 1,200 jobs with young people then where they go and collect dirty na the streets. And now we get 90 more where they come on stream. So I'm so happy because it increased the capacity for collect dirty. At the same time, it increased the number of people them, young people that we get work. Let not talk and not talk about the transfer station. When I did the dirty, then they go. So we don't get 4 additional ones, including the one at Lumley, the one at Approved School, the one at Shell, and the one at Allentown. Bele Uman them. Then they all over our community. That journey for going to PCMH, it can challenge Boko of them. So with the work for upgrade, 5 of we page use them for make them be monk, side with side Bele Uman, the able for born. Freetown people then, Boku people that know say dog na challenge na this city. And so we don't start a program for sterilize, vaccinate the dogs them so that we go get control over dogs and we the embark motorman, but we the embark themselves. We go make we city healthier and it go reduce the risk for let people then get us sick with and call rabies. I don't share small about wait we don't do and over these 3 years, but I just touch the thing in Boku. I go say anybody want for no more. Also go now with Facebook page. We get Freetown City Council Facebook page. We also get Yvonne Akisoya, Mayor of Freetown. You go able for follow we. Let we continue for work together with all we stakeholders for let collectively we transform Freetown. Una, thank you and God bless you.
Na Yvonne, Na Yvonne, talk and go, talk and come.
When I was young, a lot of things were different. Unfortunately, most of the differences seen now are heartbreaking and are not good at all. Before now, men were strong protectors of the weak, fathers, brothers, lovers, sons. Their mere presence guaranteed the safety of women and children.
But what do we do now? Men harassing and raping women.
Men sexually abuse little girls.
Men battering and killing their wives.
Any form of sexual assault, be it rape, sexual abuse, or pedophilia, is a killer to human self-esteem.
Women should stop dying in silence. Speak now.
The rapist should be stigmatized, not the victim.
I think death sentence should be the consequence of such terrible acts.
And you mothers, build confidence in your children, put trust in them, listen to them when they make reports, and take necessary actions.
Talking of mothers before now, women were virtuous.
They were mothers, daughters, and sisters.
Nurturing, counseling, supporting their men folks.
But now,
women are trafficking female children for money.
Women are forced to be silenced.
All this must stop, and it must stop now.
Real men do not abuse, rape, or molest women and children.
It is barbaric, unacceptable.
Let all real men stand with us.
Together, let's say an emphatic no to rape, sexual abuse, pedophilia, and domestic violence.
Hello, my name is Josephine Kamara. I'm the founder of You Can Do It Foundation. You Can Do It Foundation is a charitable organization based in Sierra Leone, West Africa. You Can Do It Foundation has been in existence for the past 2 years. We have been fighting gender-based violence against women and girls within the community. During the past 2 years, we have been offering psychosocial support, counseling, court fee, medical fee, including school items to the survivors of gender-based violence. However, during the lockdown of COVID-19, report received and confirmed that rape cases among a minor has increased tremendously within our community. Because of this, You Can Do It Foundation has secured the land to build an accommodation for the survivors of rape. However, this may almost become impossible without your generous support. We need your help to build this home for the survivors. Your help could be in cash or in kind. If you wish to join us to make a difference in a child's life, please go to our website, which is www.youcandoitcyf.org, or you can go to our GoFundMe page, which is Home of Hope for the survivors of gender-based. Or you can contact us with the details at the end of this video. We thank you greatly for your generous support, and thank you once more for making a difference in a child's life.
I was raped multiple times by my aunt's boyfriend when I was 6.
I was repeatedly raped at the age of 8 by a close family member.
I was raped at 19. I didn't speak openly about it because I was ashamed and afraid that people would judge me.
I was raped at age 5 by my caregiver's husband.
On June 17th, 2020, 5-year-old Khadija Sakho, a beautiful little girl from Freetown, Sierra Leone, was repeatedly raped and strangled to death, allegedly by her own cousin. Her death shocked the nation. But in truth, in this small West African country, 9 out of 10 girls experience some form of sexual violence in their lifetime. Think about that for a second. 9 out of 10. That's 90%. My name is Aisha Sase. I'm a journalist and activist. I'm joining forces with Idris Elba and other activists from across Sierra Leone to support the survivors of sexual violence with the Survivors Solidarity Fund. Please consider donating whatever you can afford. All monies raised will go to 4 local organizations currently providing free medical and legal services to survivors. 5-year-old Khadija lost her life to sexual violence. that same threat remains for millions of others. So this is also a call for you to use your voice, your power, to draw attention to an enduring culture of rape. Together, we must end it now. My name is Aisha Sase. I am Khadija Sako.
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 We are Khadija Sako.
We are all Khadija Sako.
To my friend, she was the brightest at our level, even though she was as innocent as the heaven. That did not stop Papa Abu at age 57 to ask for her hand in marriage as she turns 11. Her parents, being naive about this rage, tolerated this marriage, and this destroyed the hopes and dreams of Kadiatu to live like it in Seattle. Instead, she's been used as a tool by an old school. Kadiatu is being used as a bait by her own mate. My friend is being emotionally tortured by this old culture. Old child marriage, it's on the rampage like disease, eating up the fabric of our girl child image, and it's our duty to cage. Let's diverge. Please be obliged. It is now we emerge from this ancient custom at large.
If not for this dreadful event, Kadiatu could have become president, but now she has been trapped in an old man's residence, like a mosquito in a tent. She is vulnerable, but with her age, she is still able to become that virtuous woman of substance, like Madam Patricia Kaba, Madam Dr. Kadi Sise, Madam Sianyama Koroma, Madam Dr. Sylvia O'Blyden, Madam Her Excellency Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Oh yes, without child marriage, our girl child can still turn into Madam Hillary Clinton, Madam Theresa May. Be it as it may, Madam Condoleezza Rice. Let's not be hypnotized, but rather stay wise, for this can only be realized if education is being prioritized and child marriage is being criticized. So please, parents, do not relent, as it is apparent that a girl child can become great if only you patiently wait.
Hi, welcome to another edition of Sierra Leone Media Live Online. Today we have a full house. When I say full house, I mean we have a star-studded studio full of names, full of enough integrity and also full of plenty things that we're always on the wait for. Today we are talking movies on Sierra Leone Media. When I say talking movies, I'm talking about film, documentaries, the making, not the making, and everything, plus an element of entertainment on the side. Well, as you all know, today we are talking about something that is long waiting. Long waiting means we've got somebody in our midst. We don't do so much extensive work within West Africa, within Africa, for cover the culture, the issues, the thing the way it affects Africa as a whole, and bringing it live for us Africans to be part of it and then experience some of them things in the way they happen at different parts of the world, especially in Africa. But today, I think it changed in momentum of trying to know an investigative journalism about what happens around the world, and he wants to go back home. Taking it back home means a lot. It means you're going back to where it all started. And where it all started is what gives you the energy to start this journey of yours. Well, today, we got now the studio, the lights of the great man himself. I don't know how for color. Sometimes I struggle to give him some kind of laurels and titles because it is not easy to have someone like him on your platform and you don't know how to title him. But we can always say, "Usai pardon the weekend ballet," and say, "Bria, you tell we kushe, you tell una adu." I will bring in the first person for this particular program today. For the title of the show is Sing Freetown. That means a lot. When you hear the title, you might be thinking, what is this all about? Are we going to be singing? Are we going to be talking? Are we going to be telling stories? It's a combination of everything. So I'll bring you none other than the man himself, the great. When you hear in him, you could say, I was kind of my man is. I name so yourself, but no, not a name so. We have modernized the name to give him that laurel of the title, Mr. Honorable Sorious Samura. Welcome to the program, and say hi to Fambule and tell them shortly about who you are and what thing you made of within our community. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much for having me, T-Boy. Fambule, una ola duo. We tell una thank you for una we go down tune in for actually engage on the message of one can pass about this new film we do. It don't in the making for quite a while. We do and a tongue because we try for change the narrative of Salon, because most of the time the story that we making do na the deep investigations there where they talk about the 3 Ds: death, disease, disaster. But now we look and say, make we try for tell story where Salomon and self go agree with me, say make we show the other side of Salon. So now that we try for do. And we have been get one me colleague when I will go on the journey, and then one me mentor when I will go on the journey as well. But me not going to introduce them. I will make sure say nah I not take Tibo in job Nayan. But again, quickly, the name not modernize. It's a long story. I'm not going to go into that story, but from school days, I guess easy will make a change and coin my name. Someday when the book come out, we go read that history, but I know they go down that road today because there is something in the name. When they say Coke, you know what in Coke mean. When they say Sorious Samura, you equally know what they mean, and I'm proud of that, and I hold on to my identity.
Well, I just want for ticklish the brain now. I think say we talk with big money for scratch some side you left one for see what thing they come out of them. But yeah, definitely I know say there's a lot more behind the name. Not so just the name we always don't see in Yeri. We not see the meaning behind that name is yet to come, and we wait for that day. But not just saying that, I also get somebody we I don't admire from my entire life, because when you talk about vocals, when you talk about voice, when you talk about rhythms in terms of variations in rhythms, this is not the man who originates from Salon. Now the man who starts a whole choir with no drums, no guitar, no nothing other than the voices that represents every single element of a musical instrument. I bring you none other than the man himself, Papa Charlie Haffner. Welcome to the program, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. You don't really sweat me today. And I'm glad you will not to English over for talk. And that's what I've been wondering for. See for how for put them word them for speak. But I'm glad you remember this radio, eh? Long time we set her up.
I know.
So you also came to you and me to now. So I'm back. I'm glad you for that. You know Charlie Haffner, the whole country now they try for call me Charlie Haffner because of me famous soap opera, a Sierra Leone radio soap opera, a Sierra Leone Atunda Ayenda. We now the 5,000 episodes. Now the run now from 2000 we start time.
Wow.
Now talking the one I've been doing for, but now I don't hand over a team conveyor belt from writers to actors to directors to editors. So without me now, the able for doing well. So I move on. But the whole thing is that, as you said 36 years ago, now I started Freetown Players. So right now, I mean, now the founder, proprietor of Freetown Players 36 years ago. And then I don't do all kind of theater because now 3 branches there, of course, the stage theater, you know, the live, we go, if I want to go slap the actor on the stage, I will touch him and reach him. We get the theater back when I behind the microphone. What I just mentioned, radio, just know that they are Tunda Ayenda, soap opera. Then you get the screen play, you know, they call film. So if you look what you will do so, and what they can talk about, now a combination of all, combination of live drama, live theater, plus radio, plus film. You end up on film, in all collective in a film. A film that what you carry on going to film at the end of time. Because that also includes music and sound effects, you know, and so on. So it's a pleasure for me. All kind of titles I get, whether a playwright, whether an actor, publisher, writer, oral traditionalist, tutor, historian. You name them, Boku. Boku like Sorious name. Sorious tell you, we're not going to come here today. So me title, Naya de Falabakata. But it's all more seriously as also chairman, National Monuments and Relics Commission, who's also responsible for identifying and preserving state monuments and relics over the years. And they're all entitled to them, but I don't take theater as I say. I be together with two Sorious. I see you can talk in mentor, I left that party to and go talk. But from Tabule Theater, Peter Youth Players, we have the name of D. Male group after Akomobi. So all in all, 51 years of theater service. But 36 of them, 51 days are full time. Full time, I do no other job where I resign teaching. I have been geography teacher, English teacher. I end up I teach. I did a bit serious in high school. Right. The Gambia, I teach everywhere. As a publisher, I publish the Gambia textbook for schools, for geography exams and colleges. Before I return home, I can take over this thing, for culture and salon, if I do before. Theater art again. I get scholarship, I don't get. All my matic come back now, salon. So now, I don't think up. As I say, I don't sit up by myself. You know.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes.
I think that's just the short introduction of the man himself. If we say we listen to all the introduction of all the lawyers, everything we don't, we need to cover that too. But definitely, we come back to some of the issues we mentioned earlier on, we sometimes go touch on and make we see exactly what's in all things in the video all about. We make you get this kind of name, we make you don't represent, we make you don't bring the culture back to life, and we make you don't do things so much in a way that nobody can actually contest. But now let you first for 1 second and look at come to the third man who get in the studio. Well, then he always say, if you have a man that carries everything that makes the show becomes the show, not to somebody for take lightly. Because the person who they can introduce to now, he's an all-rounder. When I say all-rounder, somebody that is capable, not just, but have the ability, potential to deliver in all those particular areas. He's a producer, cameraman, editor, director, and he has been working for so many years, and he has done some stuff with Channel 4. And definitely, He's been working alongside Sorious Samura with some amount of work for Al Jazeera and the next. So basically, this is somebody that have extensive experience in documentary filmmaking, and I'll bring you none other than the man himself. He don't begin talk Creole, so we get for capture him and make him a salon man. Clive Patterson, welcome to the program, and say hello to Fambulem and tell them a little bit about yourself as well. Over to you, Clive.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Mi salon people them una kusheo. I don't try for learn Creole, but feel for say I don't forget all thing. So I put on back now my English. But very glad to be here. It's a pleasure and an honor. And I'm very excited to discuss the project that I've been working on for many years now with Sorious, with Charlie. It's been a real privilege to make this film with them, two Sierra Leonean heroes, two Sierra Leonean icons on a journey to celebrate the culture and the history of the country. For me personally, it was an incredible experience. I love the country. I really, really, really enjoyed getting to know the country, spending time there, learning the language. And to be honest, it was an unforgettable experience. And I'm glad the film is there now to represent that time that we spent together. And I believe it's something that Sierra Leoneans, I hope, will really enjoy. And it's not just like a tourism video. This is like a dramatic story about two passionate, driven men who want to do something for their country. And it's an exciting adventure, and I hope everyone will have a chance to see and enjoy.
Thank you very much, Clive. Definitely, everybody will be able to do that soon. And when I say soon, starting from tomorrow, people should be hitting the box number so that they should be able to get their ticket and watch this film. It is something that you should not miss. But in the meantime, I will go back to Mr. Femi so that we can just see the trailer of this particular movie before we start to talk about it. So I will hand you over to my producer at the back end to just give us the trailer, and then we can start the discussion on the basis and the reason why this film was all put together for us to be able to be part of it. Over to you, Femi.
When I was a kid growing up in Sierra Leone, my neighbor had a small TV. The television was beaming these images about famine, war, about diseases.
There was a silent majority suffering.
I am fed up with that kind of news. We can use culture and art to change mind and hearts and inspire action.
I was here as a student, and of course, Charlie was my teacher.
I've asked him to join me on the journey to create a major new play to offer hope to our people.
We want to uplift our nation, leave legacy for our children.
We are talking about national pride.
This is big, man. This has great magnitude. Sometimes I feel afraid. I feel terrified when I think of the project.
Tito! What's here this is so?
We are nowhere near waiting one for day.
I want this. I want it. I want it.
I want this thing for succeed, Koji.
This place feel like die.
Is this a curse or what?
It's people like you that makes Sierra Leone the way it is.
You cannot give me blow, but you are this way, you cannot give me blow.
Oh man, just did lie, blame.
These are the things that have wrecked this country.
We need more business of all. We're going to need to better future.
I can call them the second to last project. He died at the last. Just I shot my brother.
Right. Welcome back. You've just seen the short trailer of the movie itself. But we can't go now straight to the movie because this is a combination of art, culture, drama, and moving images. So basically, as Mr. Haffner said earlier on, this is a combination of everything where we feel say you can get, not just on the stage, not just on air, on radio, but not just on those two, but also on the big screen, we will call film. But at the brink comes Sorious now, make I can really ask the question, why sing Freetown? Papa Sorious, over to you, sir. We need to know exactly what brought about this idea of you saying, okay, you want to go home and put together all this collection of all the form of entertainment here, so and bring it into one particular theme we call Sing Freetown. Why you choose to do that?
I've been lucky, I think a few years ago, maybe about 7 years ago, we meet one American philanthropist, we named Katie Baxdale, amazing woman, you know. Actually, Ebola, they destroy Salone. So if you want for go, give money. But that period, they don't give money, Ebola money, they lost. So me and meet now, some millionaire woman, we sit down lunch, they talk, now he say one for go. Now I say no. I say if you give money back, then go eat them. I say waiting, I think say I go like for make we do. Now for make we able for see if we go make a film, we go convince tourists there, we will convince business people there for want for go na salon. I say because all the things where they come out about salon, if not to Ebola, na war, na all kind, the bad thing them. I say, so let we try make we show the rest of the world all that thing. I say, because when we they work for the major broadcasters there, salon people, they don't know that. All ten and go ask me, but all ten are the bad side they bring. But unfortunately, when they work for the major broadcasters, yeah. Now then the accountant can say he who pays the piper calls the tune. Then get the story the way they want for make una tell. And then believe say na then kind story the way they can say they believe that they know more the audience they want for see. So for years I don't try for make we change, but nobody will cough up that money there. But this woman finally say, how much money you want for do this? So we get the money for do this project. But we can remember say me first project, and Clive think this about this title. We can remember say me first film, na being where the rebel they invade Freetown, na cry will be total, so we call and cry Freetown. But now through mix with Charlie in your drama group and the fact that the film now for tell about the making of Charlie in play, so all the a cappella thing which Charlie in group in they do, we look and say we go call them Sing Freetown. So now so we take but not just about Freetown the play there, but now the whole country. We travel the entire country for trying to make we understand within the problem we Salone get and how we go turn Salone around.
Right, thank you very much. Clive, let me go straight to you. As a filmmaker, did you find this as one of your biggest challenges? I know you've been working with Sorious for quite some time. How do you feel about actually going to Sierra Leone now officially, as you've been doing stuff with Sorious in different other countries? What makes you think, yes, you're ready to go to Sierra Leone and tell the story of Sorious, even though you've been with him in different other parts of the world?
Yeah, I think because we've worked together so long, I think it's 12 years now that we've been working together. And I've seen during those years how Sorious really wanted to do a story that wasn't just focused on the negative side of things. He was really eager to do something that celebrated the continent and his country. And I think because we've been working side by side, I've seen this grow. And then when this opportunity came, it felt like it made sense that, you know, I could join him to help deliver, I guess, this film, because it was a different film from the kind of one that we normally make. Normally, the BBC or Channel 4 or Al Jazeera, they give us some money, we go, we make a film, but it's quite short, and the agenda is determined or set by the channel. But in this case, really, we were free. Sorious was free to tell the story how he wanted to. And of course, with Charlie, they went on this journey together. And it wasn't about what does a TV station want or, you know. So in that sense, for everyone involved, including me, there was a great kind of freedom and a sense of creative freedom to do something that was original and something that was more rich than anything we'd done before. So I felt very excited. I also felt a responsibility because, you know, I'm not a Sierra Leonean. I've learned a lot about the country through Sorious, but nonetheless, I felt a great sense of responsibility to present Sorious and Charlie and the country's story in a way that was sensitive, in a way that was also balanced. You know, there wasn't just like a propaganda video or a tourist board video, something that was very honest, very truthful, that was both a wonderful celebration and a deep reflection on the state of the nation. So I guess that's something that I took very seriously. And I think the reviews so far have been very, very positive, and they've all acknowledged, I think, that sensitivity, I think, of approach. So I hope people recognize that.
Thank you very much, Clive. If I can come now to the man in front, or the pillar of the person that the whole story was built around. But Charlie, I know you've got serious experience within the theater industry and also within the radio industry, which is you don't do a lot of dramatic work them on stage. You also don't do a lot of work them behind the scene, as in doing Atunda Yende, with a more or less like radio skits where don't run a salon. As you see, you don't get thousands and thousands of episodes on that. What's the transition like coming from all those two backgrounds and bringing you now into the bigger screen? How does that feel? Were you like ready to do it, or do you find some of the things that you were meant to be doing slightly different from the same two that you've done before in the past?
There's no question about being ready. I've been there, I told you, 51 years. It's not a matter of being ready, I've been there. It's just a matter of intensity. It's not a matter of connecting the unconnected. You know, so yours, I told you we were together in the theater. We did not leave because I kept telling you the reason you have succeeded and surpassed your contemporaries in this documentary because you are theater artists. Check your documentaries and see what you are doing. And now, what we have seen here in this particular program is a combination still of serious and elaborate way. Clive talked about a lot. We've been doing 30 minutes slaughter. This is not 30 minutes, it's 90 minutes. That's what they're talking about. So it is just like a reinforcement. I have been there and I don't hope to leave. You know, so talking about the theater, you know, and connections, like I say, it's all about theater. But what fascinates me most is for distinguished journalists now to be connected to the theater, and editor to be connected. So the game is over. We have done it all. We all did our own in our own specific areas, and this film brings all of us together, and everybody will notice it. And that is, I'm proud of that so much. I would love to repeat it over and over and over again. The game not over. So want to repeat now. Like I said, I've been saying all the time, this is about my second to last project in my life. The last is death. If I happen to do another, it should come to be the second to last. When I shut my eyes, voluntarily or not, and you see me being taken away, then that will be my last project.
I want to ask you that question in the middle of the discussion, but I think you really don't bring come now, because now one of me focus of the discussion we're going for bring come. So when you say this now you're second to last, are we hoping to see more of this particular kind of stuff where you and Sorious don't begin put together? So because I know for say it bringing a lot of cultural issues then with them, and it also bringing a lot of social issues then with them alongside the same culture. What are some of the reasons that will make you feel say for bringing the cultural issues and the social issues, then when are the biggest dynamics of what in the salon culture actually there about? Why una choose for go down that road there?
That is the only answer. The cultural way is the way. Everything in life is about culture. Economics is about culture. Politics, all what we are feeling and seeing and experiencing in Israel is all cultural. Underground, whether it's in education, whether in development, it's all about in health, in peace, whatever, it's all about politics. And that is what we neglected over the years by our politicians and our policy makers and our leaders. Any country will neglect culture by development plan and implementation is like someone building a house upon the sand. That's why I don't teach culture, and that we do so. So, like as so you see, if these projects we blend culture and arts and journalism, if we can come together and speak, and it's a better see the film, you will see how the project will speak. Then maybe we are halfway through. It's very, very important to speak to people in their language, in their mannerism, in their behavior, whatever. And that is what culture does. That is what we are showing in this film. It is a blend, an intensive blend, That's what we are showing in this film. It's not a matter of, I will not end, sir. In fact, I've been saying these days that upon all what I have done in my life, what is left to be done is really more than what I have done.
Okay, I can come to Clive quickly. Clive, I know you took this challenge, and I know you must have been faced with some amount of cultural differences in some other countries that you've gone to over the years with Sorious. What can you make in kind of comparison where the cultures that you encounter in Sierra Leone totally different from what you normally used to? Because I remember on your reviews, I saw some of the reviews that people were making comments and saying, the two actors who were born in Sierra Leone are concerned more about the safety. What about you, who is going into an unknown situation? How do you feel to be in that sort of environment?
To be honest, I personally found Sierra Leone to be just a really, when I first got there, I was just struck by the beauty and the color of Freetown. Because it's like the mountains, but then the seaside, the Creole Bordeaux, like the houses, the color, the architecture, the history, a hill station, all these things. I really just was like, wow, this is like a really beautiful, interesting place that felt different from anywhere that I've been to before. And I think when I understand the history, it's obvious that Freetown is a unique city. In all of Africa, there is not another city like Freetown. And to be honest, there's not another country like Sierra Leone. It has a unique historical heritage. And that's one of the things that I think needs to be understood and recognized, not just by people on the outside as well, that it's special. And I really genuinely, because I was with two incredible companions in Sorious and Charlie, and I had an amazing experience, a learning experience, to learn about the culture and the history and the people. And I remember saying to Charlie, he'll laugh and maybe other people will laugh, but I was like, I honestly think Sierra Leonean women are the most beautiful women I've seen. Like, there's just this amazing blend of and Charlie was like, wow, I haven't heard someone, and it's one of those, it's just another example of where I feel like the country it's a special country. And that's why this film, I think, and other films and other stories like this are so important, because I understand why, the country has faced a lot of difficulty in recent decades. There's no escaping that. But that doesn't erase the actual heritage and the identity and what the country has to offer in so many other ways. Okay. So it was just a pleasure. It wasn't scary.
Fine. Thank you very much. Papa Sorious, I know this not something new for you again anyway, but what make you decide for bringing the elements of Freetown, the elements, some amount of deprived communities within Sierra Leone, and also the elements of we reach culture, we're gonna salon. Why you decide for bringing all these various different combinations? Is it because you want for like Sierra Leoneans, then we need to just the inside salon, but also out of Sierra Leone, get the feel and see exactly some of the things that we feel say we for do, or where we're not supposed to do for maybe the country go to another level in terms of changing dynamics? You're muted, sir.
This film, na like a mirror, you know, almost all things we need for know about Salone, they na this film. You know, when you look the film, you go see the bit about identity, you go see the bit about culture, you go see the bit about corruption, you go see politics, you go see about friendship, you go see about businesses, everything. And it be important for make we hold a mirror, make we do a play like this way, go look like a mirror to people there and say, this, nine the issues them we they na salo need for discuss. And if we for turn this country around, we equally need for know who side we come out. Because if you don't know how you come out according to Creole saying, you're not going to know who side you go. We don't know we identity, Salomon, you know. So it be important for we make we discuss we identity. Like your example, I should say yourself know about that. 2 weeks ago, Leon Stars, after 25 years, they qualify for go play Nations Cup. When then they go play the game, because this nation, the white man don't so change the ideology, the way we think, the way we faith system. We not believe in none of we kind faith system again. Now white man and Arab man, now Christianity and Islam, we not believe in nothing we been the work for we forefathers them. So Leon Star been they sing one sing, where they sing the end, and see I not get that sing voice, they learn up well the studio, you know. But the end they say Jesus conquered the devil, pata. And that's dumb. So the Malians them when they go for go play, them believe in still in the young gods them. So now then are the devil. And then we now Jesus no more believe. So when they sing this sing, then they go win. Right? Then don't believe say Jesus don't conquer the devil. Pata. And now we don't gods them. We don't faith system. Now we refer to as devil. So that is the damage that has happened in that country, in that nation. If we not even believe we own with the condemn what we get what in a be we own faith system to this extent, are we go able for turn? Look one only on star. Jesus conquered the devil, pata. Now there you go tell for go believe and in we own so that's the damage that we have. That's the danger that we have. So it be important for make we address things like a Dewaya the film, for make we able for understand who side we make mistake there and who side we forgo. So now we make sure say we bring all the elements here so that when the film done, some man go able for sit down for say ask himself say really. Now so me country been there. Now this we need for go back to, or now that we not for go to again. The film forgive a lot of people, but could take away where they watch them.
Why? I listened or read some of the reviews then, one of which will make specific comments on this particular thing I want to ask you. As we Papa say, bruh, Sorious, you just make film number for which man, why you need to tell your own story? How that makes you feel when somebody says that Papa Charlie don't tire for making this huge. You go and make film number for white people and like way Clive Steph also highlights say you were commissioned to do certain films and those films have remits of who say you for go, what you for do. So you're basically being told what to do because as you say, the who pays the piper calls the tune. So how you feel now this time around for come back home and do your own stuff where you actually feel say now you get the power for do what you want for do and now you do them. How does that make you feel? As somebody don't do a lot of things to make you feel.
Make I tell you, the moment where I make the break where I do Cry Freetown, I do Exodus, I actually believe, say, well, I don't arrive, I don't win almost every award in journalism. I think, say, wow, I can relax. But then I realize, say, the broadcaster, they give you waiting the kind of story that they want to make you tell. Sierra Leoneans not going to understand. Many Africans not going to understand. Since 2006, where we do Blood Diamond, now I don't begin fet for make we do other kind film them from 2006. Right. But the one way get in TV station, the one way they pay you the salary, no understand or not agree, say na this for do. You know, I always say, you know, nobody know they disrespect you without your permission. We go want for people, they go on for blame me and they go on for blame the broadcaster the way they not agree for make we tell we own salon story there. Almost millionaire they will not get. Where the millionaire for make them do like a waiting Al Jazeera do. Where the Arab then say BBC and all them broadcasters they sell their own story no more. The Arab then creates their own medium. First will be no say Al Qaeda. They say that in a hard power, that they not the work. They got the soft power. They create Al Jazeera. Where we own billionaire and millionaire in Africa and salon so-called millionaire then. Where then for make them create we own cable network services where we go able for feel free for tell we story them I want for tell them. So for me, I feel like the shackles, I feel like the chain and command man where this woman agree for giving this money for make we tell the story how we want for tell them when we want for done them. It take long, but down there I feel free because this not to broadcast our money and we able for do we own story how we want for do them. So I can tell you now. For me, I see this like a platform for bounce now, for begin to more and more and more of them kind of story. Of course, the broadcaster no fund that yet, but we get boku where we will try for fend that money there for do the other side where people not see it about Sierra Leone and the rest of Africa.
Clive, let me come back to you one more time. I know you have vast role in film production. I am a filmmaker myself, but I think your role is one of the most challenging. How do you put all this stuff together, being the producer, you direct on set, you're the cameraman, and then you go back and sit behind the desk and edit? In Sierra Leone, we say these things are slightly impossible, but how do you manage to put all those different roles together and then you actually came up? I've seen some of the movie, and I think it is spectacular. I've seen a lot of films and documentaries, but for this particular one, there are unique camera angles, there are unique scenes that I might be thinking, how on earth do you put all this concept together to make this film what it is? What was the inspiration? Is it the geographical location of the people? What actually came to you with all this inspiration that you actually put on display for this particular film?
Thank you. I mean, I guess one thing is that we had time. So I was able to have more time to think more creatively about the visual side of things and about the kind of images that would help. I think also, I mean, to be honest, like camera skills and camera training, it's one of those things that you just develop over time. I've had, you know, over a decade now, and I've been able to, I guess, hone my craft to some extent. And I feel like with this film, I was able to put some of those, you know, skills that I've developed over years to better use with that time. The thing is, the country is so beautiful. And so that's something that I really wanted to try to show with the camera work, with the shots, and just really through the way that I was with Sorious and Charlie and capturing their story, to be very personal, to be very close with them, and to be trying to capture them very honestly, hearing both of their perspectives. But definitely the beauty was something that was important to try and capture. And I know that a lot of people, when they watch the film, they think, wow, it's visually spectacular. And just one thing I really do want to say, because right now the film is in the cinema for 2 weeks only. There are 2 weeks now that people can see the film. And it came out today. and then in 2 weeks it will be gone. We don't know when people can watch it again. Hopefully there'll be TV, and of course in Sierra Leone we want to take it there after, I think, the rainy season. But right now in the UK, in London especially, there is a 2-week window. We hope people will come, go to Picture House Cinema. You go to their website, you search Sing Freetown, and you will find every day in central London there is a screening. There's a Q&A tour which Sorious and Charlie and I are doing over the next week. But really, from tomorrow, 2:50 p.m. at lunchtime, people can go and watch this film in the cinema. It's amazing. I have to say, you watch it in the cinema with the sound, with the big screen. It's a really great experience, and I hope people will come and watch it.
So definitely it's going to be starting from tomorrow and every other day for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, every day for the next week at Picture House Cinema, and then after that, Curzon Dock House Cinema. So we have a Facebook profile. Go to Facebook, Sing Freetown, Instagram, Sing Freetown. You will find information there.
Okay, we're definitely going to be pushing that as well, because we want every Sierra Leonean to be part of this journey, because it is a journey not to be missed. As you can hear from Clive, cinematography is none to be compared with in terms of making film documentaries in Sierra Leone. So basically, you don't have to wait to be told. Tickets are going to be out soon. They are out soon already. So just hit the Facebook page and go online so you'll be able to get pictures. So you'll be able to get your tickets, because I think there is a screening tomorrow at Ritz Cinema as well. So definitely, if you live within the localities of Southeast London, make sure you head your way down to Brixton. You'll be definitely able to watch the film yourself. But let me stay on to you still, Clive, because there is another moment in the film that I think was very important, wherein you have people running towards the seaside. People are trying to be like the night scenes, basically. I know logistics in Sierra Leone is a bit of a challenge. How do you cope with the logistics in trying to make sure that you have the actual lighting and the actual setting of what you are doing? When I finish here, I'll come back to Uncle Charlie. So over to you again, Clive, one more time.
Yeah.
What were the challenges in logistics?
Well, I mean, I guess, power, making the batteries charged every day, making sure the batteries are always charged. And that also went for the lights. So actually, when we were rehearsing the play, we were doing it in the Ministry of Tourism and Culture. And it was at night after work, so it was dark. And so I was sitting there the first night thinking, what am I going to do? It's dark. I can't see anyone. So I brought my lights. And actually, those lights, I think they helped everyone, because also everyone could see each other. So I had my own lights. I just put them into the room. And then I just carried on filming using those lights. But, to be honest, there wasn't a huge challenge with logistics. I mean, we had a great driver, Jibrila Kochi Mansoure. He's a good friend. And he was always on hand to drive us around when we needed. And we had good location. Radisson Blu, Mama Yoko, they helped us very kindly with accommodation. And so, overall, there weren't so many. The potholes. I didn't enjoy the potholes so much, but apart from that, it was all fine.
Thank you very much. Let me come to Papa Charlie. Papa Charlie, I must say there were some parts in the film that you express a lot of anger. Was that naturalistic, or were you acting? Because I know you I would say I know you now for more than 20 years, and I've been following your dramatical play on stage. I've been following your audio stuff on radio, and I know how passionate you are. But there are some true elements of this film. Nobody can tell you until you see it yourself, and the way you express your passion. Give us some of those insights. Now, be something where it really come out naturalistically, because it doesn't seem like you're acting anymore. It looks like this is you when you really get upset about something that is really boring you. You don't come to your stage now and say, well, this now Charlie Haffner now. I am not happy about the situation, because you want the situation to be better. Tell us some of the things and how you feel within yourself for actually do that kind of dramatic stuff then. Was it like you yourself?
Well, it's all turned, like how we all don't talk about the film, the purpose of the film, about show Sierra Leone in the correct light. Agree, disagree. Disagree, agree. And eventually we agree. Secondly, in a film with the art. We don't mean to say because person we cry na film, so therefore, mama I cry baby. You want me to say because person the Congo sana film, they came to the man na so it. Some of these bad characters who they see, if you go meet them at the ordinary daily life, you know they talk say. Because they're born again Christian or whatever, Muslim, whatever. And that's all I see that. Because when for the first time I get chance for what you see, I not believe saying and say. Some part then they will begin feel ashamed. Not saying I'm not feel ashamed, I feel there. It's a make-believe thing. That's what they call it. Like how you said it is so. And another thing and like how you see, if Boku people get know me, like who now don't know me for long. Yeah? If they see them part the deep and they feel like wonder if na me. And when I reflect, I can stammer. Normally, me not a good speaker as I can see. As a best, I can talk fast. If you don't listen, you don't get each other talk. All show part of you. But in the end, I be saying, no, I'm familiar. Nothing that's really the world. They give all of a bad man, you're a bad man. They can give all for kill person and feel nothing to say you're a killer. So I don't think and say, no, nothing. Now I get back to the normal character. But it all comes to do with the clash. You see, culture, you serve the clash against yourself. Yeah? You go clash against your mama, now us, your brother, your sister. You go clash. What is any society, na school, na church, whatever. And in this case, the clash will show quickly between you and the co-star that is showing. Take one issue. In a way, all the life will grow up. As you say, that means I'm mentor, that's what you use. School, teacher at school, volunteer. One day, I should say, the first thing. I should say, but good things there, utterances there, for example, we come out, nothing, under normal circumstances, you know, say, I'm in time. You know, and the finesse that about the film, and the beauty of the film that. And nobody will talk about that. Let us go see new Charlie Haffner. Let's see new Sorious. You understand? Yeah? And that's the first thing I look up, I could know, I swear, that's what? I'm not going to make this film so. I don't sleep on it. But it's how I wake up on I get at myself, say, no, film, now story. We go to we come left by Nancy to in pool, not to Sorious in real self all the time, not to Charlie in real self all the time. So that's what I take up. And I'm anxious now for Leleka. You don't notice and so. And that woman back the Instagram interview will get back. That woman pick up.
Right.
Yes. So now if I want to talk to Sorious and cry, what people then think about particular issues, political, how we take, how we take them, how we enter and come out on hot, safely, and people just still before me and glorify me. How do we do it? Then they are not to complaining. Let people go know. And they still want to say, if we fact we see this, what do you see? At some point, with my friends, Sierra Leoneans, what do you go see? I'm anxious for no. And make a ready for the question and answer session. You know, any question I don't answer, Clive and Sorious go. I didn't put on to you, and then go answer.
I just want to come quick, Tibo. I'm sorry. I know not explain them quite clearly. Not to be because na fimo, the vex, the plapper, the argument, the ala na be true thing, not na be real thing, because and it good make people learn. When people see them, they will understand because waiting good about this film. Now that telling the women Charlie make genuine blabber, I vex. Allah. I don't agree with them. Culture clash on this film because me don't can't tap na England. I don't begin think like English, like British them. Indian as Stallone, in believe say, and if he for do something, if he operate on BMT or in your pace, me don't carry it with man pattern for say, hey, sharp. You know, we clash, cultural clash be candy, and it be good for we na the film because waiting is show na be metaphor na for we for say that so aid agencies na so wait man and they can impose. And we serve Kim Baranta. So all that they through we too. We're able for being and come, but waiting being important for me. Now when people go watch the film, then go see say me and Charlie we don't come out too far. Not don't know but we safe. Paddy, all kind thing. Charlie, you know, all my family, mama, papa, they all died, everything. But we so good, now me say, make we go fend Charlie for do this play. Now me choose Charlie, say, let me tell this story to Charlie. But fallout, we make blabber. Right. I vex, I even cry, I vex Panam as I want left. But what is good, the message here, me and this man who been there, so we make blabber, we fall out. But guess what? At the end, we come back, we start good, blabber, chakra, then we end up good. Now that we want to make Solomon land say, not so because we all try for a certain vision or a certain goal. We all they arrive sometimes in different ways. But if we fall out, make we still allow that different way for breathe for a better Sierra Leone. So now that's now some of them message to people they not even need for telling again for see another film.
I think Sorious Samura talk now. We agree. Okay, difficult way, we argue. We're not fair to talk about the angry bits. You know? When I saw it on the but this particular really intense. I know as I say when I look at the film, I go back, I go think about them. I don't want things in a plaba again. We don't make plaba, I don't want to feel so. But sometimes we'll be there. I'll be really vexed because I talk them, I clash. Papa the class, Mama, like take class. 2 years again, we can make out ideas of the kind of theater we want. When you meet me, they do again. I do the class begin. You understand? Like how you talk, we say Freetown players, it's different. No kind of theater on a salon right now, not like a Freetown players. They approach. Sure. And that's, you know, but I keep saying we agree, we disagree, we agree, we disagree, we agree. In the end justifies the means. That's what I look at.
That's not the main thing we each and every Solomon for.
Gladly, one of second to last, greatest project this. Okay.
No, we never agree to the second to last. That not to the second to last. That the fourth to last. The third to last never come, and then the second to last never come. Clive, do you agree that this is the second to last for Papa Charlie, or we are saying this is the fourth for last, third to last, and second to last will come after your next 3 films with them? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't accept second to last. I think what he meant was first after the second or something. This is the beginning. I think he already wants to do a sequel, so we're looking forward to the next version of the play, and we can start filming tomorrow.
Yeah, drive with the boat me.
They always ready to camera.
No, Papa Charlie, I think the message here now, the fact say you have so much to teach us. You have so much wealth of cultural knowledge where we feel say not so Salon no more longer get force. Now just a small portion of Salon no get and this is the beginning, as Clive say, this is the beginning of the first. And there is no way we can just let you go with the first. Whatever you might be thinking, think otherwise, but it is not going to happen because we got for make sure say you show us a lot more Sierra Leoneans them what's in at the essence and value of we culture where you don't spend 50-something years of your life practicing. And you haven't taken any break at all. You've been doing it, and that is consistency. And that's now what things Salon man lack. So if we lack consistency and then you don't exercise consistency for that long, alongside with what Papa say your staff, since Sorious starts with Cry Freetown, he has been doing it consistently. So basically, these are the best examples of people they will look up to in terms of bringing our culture back to life. Because the one thing I want for Sorious, that the fact say, now you've done a docudrama of the reality of Sierra Leone. Are you now looking at doing a feature film?
Let me watch the space. let me watch the space. Because what's important for make Sierra Leoneans know, after all these years we are the fed for make we able for tell we African story the way the West not the cover, where the West not seem for one for engage. It don't mona me for a while. So me and a few colleagues and friends, we come together quite recently. We don't set up we own production company, what we call Untold Africa Productions. you know, where we the able now for tell, hopefully one begin for tell the story them about Africa, where not go ever see the light of day na Western media. Of course, we be the hope for Duam for Netflix, but luckily I talked to somebody, I don't go into too much details. I talked to somebody, we get excited and say, you know what, sometimes we can get collaboration and do even bigger than Netflix. So if there is a bigger than Netflix, I'm not going to name the possibly one or two people name, but there is hope that we will possibly get a platform and the support for able to tell different story them. But don't get me wrong. You know what would they say for tell the other side of Africa or the good news? You know me say if in the story them we see bad thing, we'll not go address some more. Now these people, let people not get that wrong. Of course, we they desperately go out for good news. But when people watch this film from tomorrow, then will be shocked as well. Because interesting thing and they happen. I know them say we go left from, but the aim and the ultimate goal now for shine the light on other things them. Where people not at all, but Africa say, wow, we can teach the West. For instance, we get one story they work on right now, where yes, as the mommy they also they go put now people's home. Hey, with the mommy then they all say that they die now then they teach you how for plants, now then they teach you about medicine, now then they teach you about history and so on and so forth. Their guys story they. People they don't know yet the value of them we granny then they will not they go dump them more. Then they will stay and die, but then are the educators then. So now that kind of stories they look for.
All right, no problem, Safo. Just a reminder once more, the film they start tomorrow with the live screening, the Picture House, Trafalgar Square, and also Ritzy, na Brixton. I want to go to Clive. Clive, is there any age limits to the film? Can people take their kids along? Because this is something that people would like to take their kids along to. Because it is summer and we have the entire week of next week. So basically, what are the timelines? Is it just going to be between the morning hours, in the afternoon, or in the evening? So people will be able to take family members and their kids as well. Is there any age limits to the film?
I mean, technically, the film is rated 15. So you're not supposed to go, or I think you're allowed to take your children as long as you consent as the parents that you take. I mean, you know, there's nothing too bad in there. There's a bit of graphic violence just because of the footage of the war. And there's some swearing, you know, where tensions and the angers start getting flaring, people start using bad words. But I mean, generally, it's perfectly, it's family friendly, I would say. But as you said, I mean, the screenings for the next week from tomorrow, different times every day at Picture House Central in Piccadilly Circus, Trafalgar Square. Well, Piccadilly Circus is where you can go. So you go to Picture House website, you search Sing Freetown, you'll find it tomorrow, 2:50 p.m., the next day, 3:30 p.m., Monday, 6:30 p.m., Tuesday, 5 p.m., different dates, different times. But also, don't forget, we have a screening in Liverpool on Monday. We have a screening in Cambridge on Wednesday, in Brighton on Thursday, back in London on Friday, and all of those screenings, Sorious, Charlie, myself will be there for a live Q&A. So we hope people in those cities will come and watch the film.
You left out Hackney on Sunday.
Hackney sold out.
Weekend. Yeah.
Hackney. And they're selling out, by the way. The Q&A screenings, Brixton, I think we have 10 tickets left. So if you want to come, you have to get there now, get your tickets. And so Crouch End.
So how much is the ticket once more?
Well, the tickets, it depends on which cinema. So I think at Crouch End, it's like £13 for one ticket. For adult ticket, for a child ticket, it's cheaper. Central is a bit more expensive, £15. But it's worth it, I promise you. You will enjoy the movie. It's amazing sound, amazing visuals. And we hope people will come and enjoy the movie.
All right, thank you very much. As we're trying to wrap up now, I will come to Papa Charlie Haffner. What would be your message to Sierra Leoneans? Because I know a lot of Sierra Leoneans have seen you in different lights, and now they are seeing you in another different lights. But before I come to you, let me just hold on to that, and I would want to bring in Femi, because I know Femi also have a privilege to watch the screening, which I am not happy about because I should be there myself. So I'll bring in Femi. I know Femi wants to say a lot about this film because he is refusing to tell me anything about it. All I know is what I've seen and what I have read. So I am a bit jealous, very, very much jealous, because it took me opportunity to even if I don't get. But anyway, over to you, Femi.
Hello, T-Boy. Sorry, I was muted, so you can hear me now. Okay,
Yes, sure.
so first of all, I would like to say thank you, great thank you to our panelists, our filmmakers. I had the privilege, I was invited to the premiere last weekend, Father's Day. I made sure I turned up, and I loved it. I love the film, and T-Boy, I'm not going to tell you nothing but the film you get for go watch and you safe. Honestly, guys out there, get your tickets, go and watch it. I took my son with me, my 9-year-old son. You know, somebody asked me if I thought that was a good idea, and what I would say to them is, I was in Italy as a young boy. At the age, my son is now 9. At the age of 8, or I think even 7, my parents introduced me to Roots, and they made me sit and watch the series, and that has that's left an impact on me. So although I've lived in Europe almost my whole life, I realized the importance of knowing where you're from and knowing your identity, and I learned that at a very young age. So I was very proud to take my son there, and now on our way home we discussed the film, and we discussed some of the swearing and we discussed, you know, Sierra Leone, because he hasn't been to Sierra Leone yet. So that was some kind of an introduction for him, and I was happy I did that. But you know, as T-Boy, I want to ask you a question. What is our slogan? What is Sierra Leone Media's slogan?
Well, I said it before, African stories told by Africans. It's about time we start telling our own story.
Okay, so yes, so we advocate the importance of telling our own story, because when we started this thing about close to 20 years now, you know, we looked around the information that was being told about Africa, and we found it very skewed towards one direction. And we thought that, you know, if we don't try to do it ourselves, nobody else will. We've tried to encourage a few people to follow us. Some have, others seen Abokuto Kudipan, but you know, over the years we've self-funded ourselves. As Sorious was saying, we need to find ways that to get the money, people to be able to support projects like these that these gentlemen made about Sierra Leone, and future projects that it's coming from our own perspective. So I was very privileged. I will encourage you guys to go and watch the film, and then we can sit down and discuss the film. I think I'm going to go watch it again, actually, because there are a few things that I'd like to just clear in my head. But like Clive is a filmmaker. I envy him. I'm an AV guy, technologist by trade, but I'm always holding a camera. Today I was filming an interview. Well, I wasn't filming it. I was providing support for a massive Zoom call, and we had all sorts of cameras there, you know, not like, you know, how we all sit in front of our laptop cameras, but we had, you know, quite some things there. And it's incredible when you're behind the camera and you feel like you're fly on the wall, and you just let the story go on. So I can imagine how Clive felt. I am in envy of him. Lastly, before I go, when we returned to Sierra Leone in the mid-80s, I met this guy. He was almost a neighbor. He was a family friend. He was the Ike family, and you know, I've been following him ever since, and he's sitting in the studio with us today, Mr. Sorious Samura. He's possibly one of the people why I decided that, you know, I'd like to hold the camera. So, you know, when you meet your idols, you know, it's an incredible journey. Thank you, Mr. Sorious. Thank you.
And I'm gonna hold him again to that, because I be done tell him 5 years ago, say, "Brah, now for they take me where they go." It's a boy. Me sure I no go cover with you.
Ask Clive.
I know I make you go left some outside. I know go for pull you. And I take me on outside then and die. He said, "No, you young folks who they do that." But yeah, it's very interesting, and I think it's very honored to have all of you guys on the platform today, because I would say it doesn't happen all the time. Forget 3 spectacular young looking guys like you on a platform like this, because what it takes, if you put all your age knowledge together, is more than 150 years of experience, and nobody can buy that. The reason why we're saying that is because we'll follow Papa Sorious for quite some time, a long time. And of course, Charlie Haffner, I have known him for possibly my entire life. So Clive, I've started following you already. So I am basically going to be tagging on you because you cannot be working with our idols and we don't know much about you. Because definitely, I will see you now like a one of we. You are a Sierra Leonean. And especially if you don't go salon, you don't go begin realize say salon man and fine. Well, I say no more. I say no more.
Hey, boy.
That's what I'm saying. I say no more. But definitely, I think it's an honor to have all of you 3 guys on the platform today, especially talking about things that are really burning issues to Sierra Leoneans, because this is what we do here all the time. And I feel say if we get Una for come on board and talk to you about the movie, we're in a sync Freetown, it means more than a lot. So basically, I urge every Sierra Leonean out there for begin the journey from tomorrow and check the website and check Picture House website, check other cinemas within Southeast London and in London. Definitely, again, if you didn't have Liverpool, if you didn't have the provincial towns, please check your online stuff and make sure that you buy your tickets and watch this film, because it's only us that will start to support us for us to be able to make a difference amongst us. So if we don't do that, then we're finding ourselves to blame. So I'll come now to Papa Charlie, and what will be your message to Sierra Leoneans then? Because again, like I said earlier on, we have seen you in different lights. We have seen you on stage dramatically performing your art. I know you have extensive experience in theater, but now we are seeing you in a different light, and we're definitely going to be seeing a lot of you. That is not going to be the choice that you will make, because we impose on that on Papa Sorious and Uncle Clive for make sure say we get you on board as much as possible. So what would be your message to Sierra Leoneans then in regards to the film and in regards to the whole concept we want to bring down to the Sierra Leone community in this way?
Yeah, 2 things. They not see the play, make them join the journey. I urge all Sierra Leoneans and non-Sierra Leoneans for join the journey, for prove all waiting on happen at this studio also, and this program also today. With the life, they will see it. Because seeing is believing. Now you read more about person don't hear you. When they see, they will believe. And the only way for make them see now for come, get a ticket, and come meet with me. The second point is that the initial objective aim of this film now about turning Sierra Leonean mindset around to a positive one, you know. But this film ended up addressing the world of humanity. That's why I see a conclusion that, because we tell the experience, not just alone film anymore. It's a representation of human being. In other words, all what happened at this film and what happened at Sierra Leone, now they happen at the world. A lot of parts of the film they did in England. Yeah, don't feel this way. I don't come. I don't see. I don't notice. So we succeed for something from minute country compared to the rest of the world, for the whole humanity, for calm foreigners of Sierra Leone, they can experience for themselves, then they can embrace difficult lessons. You know, we they embrace and carry back to their country, and sure the world will be better.
Thank you very much, Papa Charlie. I'm going now next to Clive. Clive, what will be your message to Sierra Leoneans? I know you've been on the journey with Sorious for quite some time. Now you've experienced your presence in Sierra Leone and you've seen the diverse culture that we have and you've seen the value of our geographical location, why we are located on the west coast of Africa and our climate and the environment. What will be your message to Sierra Leoneans in terms to come on board and support this journey that you guys have taken on board?
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for the opportunity to talk about the film with all of you. I really appreciate it. I mean, I think I can only speak for myself. I'm somebody that went to Sierra Leone and developed a real love for the country, for the people. It didn't take long for me to feel that sense of like brotherhood, but just a real kind of like pleasure at being there and learning about the country. It's a special place. And I think one thing is that people in Sierra Leone and people that I know often say that people, you know, like, it's great to celebrate the culture more. We need to celebrate more what the country has. This film, I really think, is an opportunity to do that. I think it's a special film. We worked very hard on it. These men, both of them, they are heroes and they bared their souls during the making of this film. And that honesty and the real passion and the intensity of their dedication to their country, even when things are very challenging. It's a privilege to work with people like this. It's a privilege to be able to capture that experience. And I hope people will feel it's a privilege to watch that kind of emotional honesty and ultimately capturing a very, very rich portrait of this amazing country. So I would love people to come and watch the film. 2 weeks, people have 2 weeks starting tomorrow. So please get your tickets now.
Clive, thank you very much for that. But what you might not know is the fact that you are in the midst of two of the most prolific Sierra Leoneans in Sierra Leone and out of Sierra Leone. If nobody knows the jealousy that is all, me, I the jealousy you. Because if you have an opportunity with these two people just for a day, I think you will be filled with vast knowledge when it comes to culture, when it comes to experience, when it comes to knowledge. You will not be shocked at all. So I am really, really, really jealous of you right now because I know you are with the two most greatest civilians when it comes to culture and diversity in terms of their knowledge. But definitely thank you very much for that. And I think we're going to be following you guys all the way through. Now let me go to the man himself, the king and the crown of the whole, they can say soup sweet na money kill. But this soup way is sweet, not a money kill, now knowledge kill. So I'll come now to the man with the knowledge, the man with the experience, the man who don't take the camera go, now decide if or die, you know, die, and he still continue for take the camera go wherever he thinks life exists, the camera should exist. Over to you, Papa Sorious. I will not say to you what's in that message you want for to Sierra Leone, but the platform is yours.
T-boy, Papa Femi, I tell you, thank you for the platform on Giwi for make we talk to Sierra Leoneans, for encourage them for go watch this film. What in this film do for me, I hope say go do them for my fellow Sierra Leoneans. You know what, I been small. Anybody in my age mate go understand. And even the one we just born, in fact, is sorry for them. Because you get picking and now na salon, all them sabi na blackout and you're buying problem and angry. But from what being small, we begin complain for Shaka Stephen as the president. The thing the way we know we them will not begin do then tell them the way they don't begin bring the aja then the reverend for canton against school picking and all that kind of thing. We complain about Shaka Stevens go. Momo come, we complain about Momo, all the kind thing back the headache, the problem, Momo Giwi. We call Momo all kind of Momo Tumba, Momo Big Fool, every kind thing we call and say Momo self go. Then, of course, Strasser by force, himself come inside. We complain back, but the only good thing we talk about the cleanliness, but we complain about themselves with them say, hey, now then they watch we don't get glasses, dark shit. Now then they see we will not is waiting and they do. Then self go Tijan Kaba come. We complain about Tijan Kaba go. and Eskoroma camp, the same complaint. Now Madabio, the same complaint. Waiting this film do for we. Now for give it the opportunity for say, you know waiting. Make we self ask we self who that na the problem. Na salon. Waiting make we de usa we de so. Now we in Rwanda been get similar problem. 1994 Rwanda they self they kill over 800,000 people. But look usai Rwanda they like today. Look usai Saloman they like today. Ghanaians they can't queue for toothpaste na salon. I know that because I see. Today look usai Ghana they look usai we day. So this film, what you need to give the opportunity for make we begin debate. Make we begin bring all the issues here, make we begin talk to ourselves. Because the key problem of the salon man will not listen to ourselves. We they talk, but we not hear, we not take in, we not understand, we not engage. So this film they prompt we for some of them things they say until the salon man begin engage. Begin listen, begin understanding, comping. Thou are not to say it justifiable for make you be rebel, but that rebel be one let in area. Boku man the way they make certain cherry mamikos, they want let in hear them. You know, so it's about time, and that this film they provoke debate. Salomon need for debate constructively. We begin for talk and listen and hear and understand each other, not to fall over each other. So this film give you that opportunity. So at the ask Sierra Leoneans, when you watch the film, you don't watch the film, or think about this message what I say so today. Make we begin listen, understand, engage each other, not to for just cry. Even the dull and the innocent, as the theater say, himself getting your point. So do ya make Salomon begin talk to himself more constructively, respect each other. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Pastor. Yes, I don't know if you can say any more than what you don't say so, because again, we always just say Sierra Leoneans should be in the position to dialogue, agree to disagree, just like how you and Papa Charlie done this for the past couple of years. But Una came up with the fine product at the end. That is what human beings should be like. We should always agree and disagree. We opinion them, get so much value to each other, but we should find a fine line how would they agree and disagree and continue for work. We all not get for dinner at the same place. We all not get for do the same thing, but we get for agree and disagree for we can move forward. Over to you, Femi, and say your last few words to the family, and we go try for wrap up the program soon.
Okay, first thing I want to say is on the Facebook chat, people are asking, when are you taking this to the States? So we have a big viewership in America, and some of them are asking, you know, how and when they can see this film.
Yeah. Can I answer that quickly?
Yeah.
So at the moment, we are applying for some US festivals. Normally, a festival will be the first screening of a film in any given country. So we hope that sometime maybe in the summer or soon after the summer, there will be a festival screening, and that will be a launch pad for other screenings in other cities and cinemas around the US. And we hope as well in Sierra Leone, after the rainy season, we can also take the film and have a screening tour. Of course, it's very important for all of us, and for Sorious and Charlie, most of all, that we screen the film in Sierra Leone. It's a very important audience. But after these cinema screenings, of course, the aim is to get the film eventually on TV, on a platform. Who knows? Maybe even Netflix will buy it. We don't know. It's difficult to know. It takes some time. So in the UK, at least, right now is the opportunity. And further down the line, we hope there'll be more opportunities on TV and things, maybe DSTV in Africa. But in the US, we hope by the end of the summer, we'll have some dates and we'll post them. Follow Sing Freetown on Facebook, follow Sing Freetown on Instagram. We'll keep everyone updated.
Thank you very much, Clive. Over to you, Femi, again.
Thank you. So yeah, so guys, thank you for sharing our platform with us and for sharing your film with us Sierra Leoneans. Hopefully they will go out and watch it and see the good work that you guys have put in. But we want to thank our viewers for joining us. We get big allegiance in our platform today, and we're enormously grateful for the opportunity. But we're so grateful for you guys for joining us every week, 3 times a week. So thank you. Without you, we wouldn't be here. One thing I was going to say was a word. I can't advise our mentors, but I would like to say a word to Sorious. There's one thing I always try and repeat to people, and it goes like this: there is nothing harder than changing human behavior. So, we boku get bad sick. A lot of us don't realize because we don't see it. And then as Sierra Leoneans, as Africans, as people in general, we're not really comfortable with people telling us the truth. So it's hard for us to change our behaviors. And sometimes we have the insights to say that, what's there isn't right. But, insight does not equal change. We have to do certain things. We have to step out of our comfort zone to change things to the way we'd like to see them. It's a hard thing to do, but we encourage people. I hope that, in time, Sierra Leoneans, Africans, people of this world will learn to, do things a little bit differently, to step away from the norm and do something that would bring the change that they want to see.
By the way, for T-Boy, I wonder just before you wrap up, I wonder if the last thing you could do is just to play the trailer one more time, because I feel like maybe the audience has grown over the course of the program, and the last thing maybe we can all see after we finish is the trailer one last time.
Okay. Thing you want to do that before I close up my own screen? Okay. Now, thank you very much for that reminder. And I think we're going to play the trailer one more time, and then I will close the program and say thank you to you all. So let's get back to the screen and then watch the trailer one more time. Over to you, Femi.
When I was a kid growing up in Sierra Leone, my neighbor had a small TV. The television was beaming these images about famine, war, about diseases.
There was a silent majority suffering.
I am fed up with that kind of news. We can use culture and art to change mind and hearts and inspire action.
I was here as a student, and of course, Charlie was my teacher. I've asked him to join me on the journey to create a major new play to offer hope to our people.
We want to uplift our nation, leave legacy for our children.
We are talking about national pride.
This is big, man. This has great magnitude. Sometimes I feel afraid. I feel terrified when I think of the project.
Tito! What's here, Tito?
We are nowhere near waiting one for day. I want this. I want it. I want it.
I want this thing for succeed, Koji.
This place stay and die.
Is this a curse or what?
It's people like you that make Sierra Leone the way it is.
You cannot give me blow, but you are this way, you cannot give me blow.
Oh, man, just did lie, blame.
These are the things that have wrecked this country.
We need to move this nation. We're going to leave it to better future.
can call am the second to last project. He died at the last. Rest assured, my brother.
Well, thank you very much, viewers, for watching. And I think, today we don't get a lot of knowledge and understanding of what in the salon culture really mean and stand for, because we get three people in we don't take up a journey for tell this story in three different ways. 1, theatrical, 2, vocal and voice, 3, cinematic. So basically, if you know anything of those three genre that I don't state so to you today, you can understand exactly what in this film will actually mean, because it's a combination of three of the most different performing arts section that we then come together and make one with the help of a very dynamic filmmaker, Winner Clive. Of course, Papa Sorious, no need for talk. If they take the camera, go anywhere, and we don't expect anything better than this. We have to get more, because we're not happy with this one more, bruh. So I hope definitely it's not say nothing, but we're looking at a full-blown, full-scale cinematic movie. Well, now I'm your opinion, no, agree, serious, that is true. But of course, when you have the likes of Papa Charlie Haffner, we guess the name na salon Charlie Haffner. And if you don't do salon for the past couple of years, if you don't go holiday and you hear what Talking Drum Studio, this is not the man behind the Talking Drum Studio. Not just that, if you don't ever hear about the only a cappella choir na salon, name starter, name beginner, we're not the Freetown players. So basically, Freetown players don't produce a lot of different forms of artists in different genres. But guess what? We don't get to see much of these things anymore in Sierra Leone. So I beg Papa Charlie, please, look, we begin get some of them stuff here back again, because that's now one of the major culture of vocals they will get in a salon we don't they exist all these years. And see how we're not able for come back the lives of drama in theaters. Although theaters they not they exist anymore, but we can start them back again from schools, because now they will not be done they teach people that we get so many prolific actors then where I see we are so used to that theater room. One of the pictures there are picking face up, but I'm not saying beaucoup people are not able to pick them up. But I see the face, I see the face.
In fact, now be England, Bobole will be can do in England that 10 day, 1983.
Imagine. You see that some of the things that so people then they fail to understand or realize. Drama brings you the world. When I say drama brings you the world because you have the opportunity to go anywhere to perform your skills. Your act is what makes you who you are. So as Sierra Leoneans, look, we not look down on anything in the when the industry they try for growth, people are saying, oh, no, yes, indeed. Because we don't know what in the professional ethics of what in the industry stand for. So with the likes of these people into Sierra Leone, I think the drama, the essence of filmmaking will slightly change. Because again, people don't value the act of filmmaking because they know they see soldiers and they come home and deliver this. But when they don't begin to come home and deliver this, they give people a clear picture of how to be a professional, of how you put things then together. Because then they always say, oh, now because they're Europe. But now they don't think I'm going to salon now. Because all the difficult challenges they will to see you before face, but you come out with something like this, it's magnificent. I think definitely it's something that you need to go and watch. Tomorrow, the screening will start all over London for a week complete, and then the following week, it will come on subsequently. So don't forget to book your ticket on Picture House website, and also local cinemas in Southeast London with Cinewan. Apparently, there is only 10 more tickets left for tomorrow's screening, so you have to book your ticket as early as possible. Don't forget to take your children along as well, because the culture starts from there. And when you begin to see different forms of Sierra Leonean culture, then it starts a discussion. Mommy, what's that? Daddy, what's this? Why are this happening? What thing make this debut? What thing are that? What thing are this? So it brings an amount of dialogue. Like a Papa Charlie say, this is not just for Sierra Leone, but it is a changing platform for the entire world because it opens the dialogue to everything. Culture is the most precious thing in any community. And when you lack that, it means you've lacked everything that makes you who you are. So look, not forgetting the culture now, one of the greatest value that we get, we God give it, we could make use of them in the very best way. Papa Sylvia say, we don't kill all the culture then. Not of us say the Juju man and I exist, but there are other cultures of beliefs they will get. We know to just the Juju man then. Do we still have those cultural beliefs in us? So this film is an eye-opener to the value of our culture, to the value of our tradition, to the value of the environment and how we for look after them. Because if we don't do that ourselves, nobody will come and do it for us. So that's why you need to watch this film. You really need to watch this film and be part of the experience. But we'll definitely put out all the information them on the Facebook page so that we'll be able to come back again and tap on those resources and make sure so we'll book a ticket or watch this film. I want to say thank you once more to the panelists. Thank you to Clive. Thank you to Papa Charlie Haffner. And thank you to Papa Sorious. Thank you to Femi. And also thank you to our Facebook viewers and we YouTube viewers. Unfortunately, I am on the platform today to talk. I won't be able to chat and communicate with you guys. So that's why I haven't been saying much. But we want to say thank you once more to our viewers for following us. And again, this is the platform where African stories is being told by Africans. We want to tell our own story. And when you tell your story, it's different from somebody telling you that story. Clive has made it very clear. Going to Sierra Leone is totally different from other countries that he has been to with Sorious, and he actually loves and enjoys the climate and Sierra Leone people. So that's not the nature of we Sierra Leoneans. We are very lovely people. Let's try to maintain that sort of love and passion that we have for people. So we'll be able to share them among ourselves, because that's the only thing we have that makes us who we are. So I want to say thank you once more, and we definitely hope to see you guys again here anytime soon. But continue for follow me on Tuesday, where we get another show in at the culture show, and definitely on Wednesday we get to be big salon debates, and on Thursday we get to be health show. But subsequently, like today and Friday, we can get in there, we go come up, we go happen. But I request one more time to be great honorable men, please give us some more opportunities so we'll be sharing your thoughts. So go to pick on our brain and one time so that we self go learn. And we also go to pick on our brain and for like people and where they outside the community learn a lot from you guys, because these are the only opportunities we have to share your knowledge to the West, to the world, so that people can understand exactly what sort of journeys you guys have taken in the past and how beneficial those journeys can be to fellow Sierra Leoneans. So until next time, I say thank you as we are signing off. Mina T-Boy Sylvester Duba on the Sierra Leone Media Platform Live. Have a good weekend. COVID is real. Please maintain social distance. Don't forget to wear your mask as the pandemic is taking a different toll. And if you don't pass 40, 50, not to buy a photo, but consider taking your jab, because that might be the only thing that will save you. The choice is yours. So until next time, tata, and have a lovely weekend.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now who's term this? Yes, this na term for all salon people and them party them. Sierra Leone Media will be bringing you a variety of programs ranging from documentaries to discussions, interviews, news, views, sports, and entertainment. Our programs will contain matters on development, governance, the economy, and issues that are of importance to Sierra Leone. So, no left BNO, because we get Bebe program then like salon discussion, meets the ministers, the president's hour, and the Gladi program. Look me, I look you. All this they start soon na www.sierragemedia.org. Now who's term these?
The total population of Sierra Leone in 2019 was stated approximately at 7.8 million. And the most common cancer reported in 2018 was breast cancer, with an incidence rate of 25.1% and a mortality rate of 19.2%. Ward 2 at the Connaught Hospital, Freetown, is a female surgical ward that cares for patients requiring breast surgery, chemotherapy, and palliative care. General surgery also admits to the ward as see fit. The ward is in need of a significant refurbishment and has a major impact on patient assessment and delivery of treatment, dignity, comfort, and infection control measures. The current ward area presents a significant challenge to infection control. There is no fit for purpose or adequate personal hygiene facilities. The showers and sanitary areas are in poor condition and are difficult to clean. The flooring is deteriorated. Overall deco and fabric of the walls need repair and full decoration. Furniture, cupboards, and shelving require replacement. The sluice, known to be the dirty utility room, is in poor condition and needs replacing. Windows need to be replaced as current windows bring in draughts, dust, debris, mosquitoes, and rodents. There is no designated area to provide a day service for patients receiving chemotherapy. Medical supplies is desperately needed. Therefore, we need a total amount of £15,000, which is equivalent to 195 million leones, for this project. This project will focus on women diagnosed with breast cancer and other non-malignant breast abnormalities requiring one or more of the treatment modalities that are currently available. We will also set up a day unit for the administration of chemotherapy and provide training and development to ensure sustainability. Therefore, I am pleading to all individuals, organizations, and local businesses, and every Sierra Leonean and friends of Sierra Leone to make a meaningful contribution that will never go in vain. Ways to contribute will be seen at the end of this clip. I am Aissata Cissé Jallow of the Health Show Partnership Program. Remember, your health is your wealth.
Mina Yvonne Akisoya, and 11th May 2021 make me 3 years where I don't day in office. I say let I come and tell Freetonians them una boku boku tenki for where una elect me and when I give me this mandate for serve una. But I not just want to tell una thank you for when I elect me, I want to tell una thank you for when I don't work with me and work with the councillors, work with the staff of Freetown City Council, work with so many stakeholders, including the central government, the international partners, the local partners. I want to tell una, the Freetonians, and thank you, but I want to tell all the other groups and the Boku Boku Tenki. Together, we embark on a journey for Transform Freetown, and in nobody not been say it go easy. We published the plan in January 2019, and then in January 2020, we published our first year report, and then in January 2021, we don't publish with 2-year report. Inside the reports and day, you go able for read in much more detail, waiting we don't achieve. But family them, I still just share today some of the things that really make me heart gladdy, pandis walk here. One thing we're really glad about, now the wastewater treatment plant, where we don't build, na King Tom. This is not the first time ever in the history of Salone for let we get the thing we come on with toilet. Instead of it just gonna grow na King Tom, it actually go into a plant where they get for separate the solid from the liquid and get for treat them and waiting there for come out can go towards manure. It can now be safely the liquid can now safely be disposed into the waterways. Another practical thing we are so glad for. Now this urban farming project, we bring over 300, in fact we start with 300, now we add another 200 women them. We now at them backyard them and in community level, particularly in deprived communities.
And you can create this, where you give, the okra they come up, they will plant them.
The women they do farming projects where go benefit them picking them, forget more nutritious food, but it go also help them forget small thing at the hand as they sell them in the market. And then their nursery school. Famble then go no say we've been done open the one at Congo Water Market for make vulnerable women them and their young picking it under the age of 5 get free quality preschool care. And now we dip and build the second one. We do refurbishment upstairs in the Freetown Road Market, and that facility will be open and available to women and men traders inside Freetown Road Market. Tricycles. Well, then tricycle and they not only then they help for keep we city clean, they also they create employment. We don't create so far over 1,200 jobs with young people then where they go and collect dirty na the streets. And now we get 90 more where they come on stream. So I'm so happy because it increased the capacity for collect dirty. At the same time, it increased the number of people them, young people that we get work. Let not talk about the transfer station when a day the dirty then they go. So we don't get 4 additional ones, including the one at Lumley, the one at Approved School, the one at Shell, and the one at Allentown. Bele Uman them. Then they all over the community. That journey for going to PCMH, it can challenge Boko of them. So we work for upgrade 5 of we page use them for make them be monk, side with side Bele Uman, they able for born. Freetown people, them boku people that know say dog na challenge na this city. And so we don't start a program for sterilize, vaccinate the dogs them so that we go get control over dogs and we the embark motorman, but we the embark themselves. We go make we city healthier and it go reduce the risk for let people then get us sick with and call rabies. I don't share small about wait we don't do and over these 3 years, but I just touch the thing in Boku. I go say anybody want for no more. Also go now with Facebook page. We get Freetown City Council Facebook page. We also get Yvonne Akisoya, Mayor of Freetown. You go able for follow we. Let we continue for work together with all we stakeholders for let collectively we transform Freetown. Una, thank you and God bless you.
Na Yvonne, Na Yvonne, talk and go.
Alright, viewers, good day. And me na Mohamed Silade with my colleague Wena Ibrahim Saidu Nyandemo. We work for Voice of Kono Radio FM 98.1 na Kono districts. We dey na Kangama town, na the Kangama Grammar Kono Chiefdom. We there for Kangi a coverage regarding the wind disaster we happened last night, yesterday, the 18th of May 2021. Of course, today na the 19th. We there today Wednesday for can see exactly what some of the disaster with the wind don't cause to the people in Kangaman Grammar. Well, according to source, it's over 60-something houses were destroyed by the heavy windstorm yesterday. So therefore, can coverage and say exactly witness some of the disaster that way this particular blizzard don't cause to the people in this particular community. But we'll take you through some of the authorities and we'll go see some of the evidence of videos of destruction where they happen and the number of people and way homeless presently. Now this particular chiefdom here, so we na Kangaman Grammar Kono chiefdom.
Mina here Christopher Kanda, a catechist for St. Paul RC Church Kangama. Over the night we see big breeze or wind destroy this church, and almost I don't communicate with the authorities in the community and also with the parish priest na Yenga. But they really try for cry to government and NGOs so that they will counter with it, because the kind of community where they live, a rural community, money business now at this part of the country where and they live on agricultural business and not easy for people. So they really make me appeal so that people go counter with it, so that the spiritual life of the people not go fall.
The house not up well now, they understand and they bother me.
You see, upon the ring, no place, no this for good. I don't get no chance. The government help me. They arrange for me. Yeah, I'm big.
Mina Abdurazak Subandi, head teacher of Islamic Primary School, Kangaman Grammar Children, Kono District. And this disaster we don't happen really. It don't damage the school. And for example, they see how they structure the condition of the learning material as well as teaching material, but could not disflow, never go snap on a see. Really, this it will really affect this free and quality education for we picking them. Now we not get a free space. We say where they picking them, where they go able, learning go take place when at the learning process. And look the structure, look the other one way they under. We not get no other place back again. First we get for help, ask help through from the government. When at the humanitarian group, the NGO there for let the kind of aid. For let get new construction. Mostly because you see at the place with free space no dey now. And I'm insisting this. Look the other UNICEF building and a death trap. The way where the bridge is scattered and they know easy. Look this because this now government assistance and they do this. And what this on the become now we here for can rehabilitate this school. But now bridge don't destroy everything. All the learning material, the teaching material, all the well now we hand, all the records then. Yesterday, everything don't destroy now. We don't know really how they do pass. We they ask the government. We they ask the NGO then. We they ask the humanitarian organization. They let the kind of aid. Immediately, we need new construction. We need other learning and teaching materials then. Let the government can help you. So this is my message to the government, to the NGO, the humanitarian organization, therefore let them help me, really.
My name is Mariana Junisa.
Which form is it?
Form 1, Islamic Secondary School, Kangamata. This business started long time, can destroy school.
Okay. So we don't destroy school. How you feel?
We feel bad.
What make you say they feel bad?
Because we don't get ourselves for study.
Okay. So what do they expect from the government?
For help me.
I'm for help now.
For make the school.
Okay. So they are all them to be so now you come be in school picking there?
Yes.
So now because of the breast milk, you not even take na school today?
Yes.
You know, I never be back to my side. So now with this incident don't mean the end don't care go the panels, we think that everything don't destroy right now, not get side for sleep, we not get place to serve the day. So the big papa government do our make help me right now, me na kumra, which no man not get side for sleep, we think they all don't destroy, they end don't spoil the house. Not get side for the dear papa government, the big make na help me.
Mina sa Joseph Yamba, na mi home compound this, na the two homes on this. This way we breeze take on, na the roof na the veranda so, na the half the layer. Na the bobo na mi picking this way the get damage yesterday. The tick for don't pana, the damage. So na the zinc na the veranda so the roof. Na this house na damage. So we ask government make it help we. And the government and you let them help me certainly because right now me I not get place for you know. The two also don't damage. I not get no side for you know.
Philip Ansmana, where we settle na Guama Kono, Kangama town, and at about 8 o'clock in the evening yesterday, when we come for encounter this breeze with the rain, notwithstanding at about 5 minutes to 10 minutes during that time, the breeze just can't go off the zinc, pull on from the hose. Picking them in there, I've been get one guy picking away been popo one bobo. As then just left the hose for come out. Now the zinc if we don't be in there. But up to this time, we don't get no drilling place. Except we've been going to neighbor them, we cacking at the veranda until they clean. up to this time, we property the all is scattered about.
For this thing happy yesterday, today we suffer. We no get it on place, no nothing. As soon as we suffer, I mean a belle woman. So we have forgotten Nabi. Sorry for we, Papa. We forgotten Nabi. Yeah. I'm not Afure from Kangamangulama.
I'm not about saying. This come yesterday can't take me outside. It doesn't me outside. So right now they suffer me picking them. Now we do other side and neighbor please them. They sleep there. Yesterday I don't sleep. But right now they suffer. While the government kayaku and the NGOs let them kayaku, let them pull on the rate.
So do the government help you immediately or NGO them? Let them help you immediately with the suffer and families.
Well, plenty people in this particular community, homeless presently as I talk. Among them people we get Bele woman them, we get Kumbrade, we get small picking them, and plenty school picking them. Then property and school materials, them school learning materials, and everything don't destroyed by this heavy windstorm way up yesterday. People in this community don't cry out to Sorious organizations like the district council, come to the other humanitarian organizations like specifically to the district disaster management committee for me to go into central government so that they're able to provide them an immediate help. Because people in this community now over 200 people in now get home who sell them for sleep. Property don't destroy, food don't destroy, nothing not for eat, nothing not for work, and no sign not for sleep. So with there, they don't pass their message and they to the Sorious organizations. Please, men go come to the aid as soon as possible so they go for address this kind of disaster where do happen to them. So within a given period of time, we no go take. And the community people and the stakeholders themselves don't express and say, this kind of disaster will happen, not ever happen at this particular chiefdom, and this is not the worst way they ever happen. So they want to seek the immediate attention of stakeholders, them, Sorious organizations, the central government, so they will provide them help as soon as possible.
Famous. No, yeah. See, where are the sing so good? Now me know how to feel. Where are the sing so? Now me know how to feel. Ain't God, you just see them the miller. Why she comping just a better? You see them no more the miller. Why so the man to return for? How you gonna live this life just for the fella another person now? How you go live this life just for the fella you brought them in down? Anger, yeah, lily, lily, yeah, lily, anger, yeah, lily, see, yeah, lily. Oh God, this thinking make I wonder. Why me no for carry gold? Hey God, this thinking make I wonder. Why me no go get yo? Hey, this thinking make I wonder. Why me no go get say? Hey God, this thinking make I wonder. Why me? Where you know say some man them get seven, them get sour, right around them ways. Oh God, some man them get smelly, them get tutu. Where you know go know famous. I don't know who I have forgot. Now this wall we're full of wickedness. grandma can tell me, say, some problem can never look under your foot. Look under your foot. Look under your foot, mama, look under your foot. Never look under your foot. Look under your foot, yeah. Look under your foot, mama, look under your foot. Ah. Oh God, this thing can make I wonder why me no for carry gold. Hey God, this thing can make I wonder why me no go get your air. This thing can make I wonder why me no go get share. And God, this thing can make I wonder why me when you know say some man them get similar, them get juju right here on their ways. Oh God, some man them get tight, them get severe where you know go know. Hey, famous.
Silverstone Beats.
People killing, people dying, children hurting, hear them crying. You can practice what you preach, or would you turn the other cheek? Father, 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 help us, send some guidance from above. People got me questioning, where is the love?
See this life going evil, we all have to give, oh yeah, yeah. Cause all I see is evil, and too much killing of my people, yeah, yeah. So let's bless one another, yeah, yeah. So let's help one another. I sing again, yeah.
What's me, I don't see this kind of thing where they happen. This not for be education opportunity. Now in we need, let we learn for the share, not to attempt for big greed.
You see this life, the live, oh. You see where we lose or we know. Stop killing one another. Let's stand together, yeah. Stop playing the hero, looking at each other like we're zero. On the block with a C, money dip and make every day pan pre, yeah.
R.I.P. They took our boys, they take our joy, take our joy. This study time we stop now crime. Don't blind bodies like your future.
Stop the stabbing, stop the killing. Let's love one another. Peace.
Where is the
I see fighting every day, I see dying every day. Why don't we help each other and pave the way for a better life, a life that we all deserve? Instead of killing each other, why don't we preserve? So you wanna be a bad man, he's gonna be a badder man. You got a big knife, he's gonna get a bigger knife. Our people suffered for years in chains. Now we turn on each other, cut for gains. For the ones that send the youth to kill themselves, you pretend to be a father figure but only care for yourself. You are nothing but the flesh of the devil. You're evil, low life on another level. Think about the mothers and the pain they go through. You don't care for these kids, they mean nothing to you. But karma only knows the boomerang maneuver. One day the green reaper will be your remover.
They settle the range, ranting of some sanctimonious food. Is as poetic verses, ruminate a prophecy given to a sentient dude. So I say it's at ease for you to listen and deduce the wisdom that's gonna liberate and galvanize you. Under the sun ain't nothing new, that for black on black crimes and breaking news. Under the sun ain't nothing new.
You gotta stand up. Stand up for what you believe in. Gotta stand up. Stand up for what is right. Cause if you got me, then I've got you too. Regardless of what you've been through. Even when you're feeling blue. Where is the love? Do this if we try. There's no time to waste no time. Together forever, whatever the weather. Us as a unit working together.
See, I did not London, but me heart still at home. God don't lift me up, but me heart still at run. You will never go far if you don't know where you're from. So I don't do it for myself, I'ma do it for the young. Plead to my brothers, let's do it for the youngers. Why spend a bag on a jumper? Back where you're from, people dying with hunger. With people then they suffer. You then I argue, they bluff, it's copper. You the game need for change, like we not get up. Where's the love? Where's the love, yo? Where's the love? I said,
where is the love?
Little youth, let's take time. Stop all the knife and the gun crime.
Think of the future, paint that picture. Get a youth in the future. Peace gonna rain on me. Peace gonna rain on me. Yeah.
Let's stop the violence and come together. Get rid of knives and guns and bombs. Let's be together. With peace and love, golden hope through storm and weather. See what is going on. Where is love?
Tell me, how do you feel when you see your brothers and sisters lying down the street helplessly? And what will you do if you die today and find yourself in hell?
I want to ask you this. Look inside your eyes and answer me with all the truth. Where you get, whose side the love day?
When I left. Bokuman them get nef. If you live by the nef, you go suffer. You know get sense, you know sabi say nef not for butter. Stabbing guys, yeah that's uncool. When it comes to knives, yeah I'm anti. What happened to fighting guys with your hands, G? When you stab a man, it's not one man you stab. Just remember that you stab a whole family.
People killing, people dying, children hurt and hear them crying. You can practice what you preach, or you will turn the other cheek. Father, 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 help us, send some guidance from above. People got me questioning, where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love. Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love.
Na who stem this? Yes, this na term for all Salon people and them party them. Sierra Leone Media will be bringing you a variety of programs ranging from documentaries to discussions, interviews, news, views, sports, and entertainment. Our programs will contain matters on development, governance, the economy, and issues that are of importance to Sierra Leone. So, no left BNO because we get Bebe program then like Salon discussion, meets the ministers, the president's hour, and the Gladi program. Look me, I look you. All this they start soon na www.sierragemedia.org. Now who's term these?
Somebody